You've wandered through the forest of your own mind, confronting the shadows that linger in the corners of your soul. You thought you would emerge into the sunlight, reborn and radiant. But here you are, standing in the twilight, feeling utterly lost. You did everything you were told, the introspection, the healing, the letting go. Yet, the weight of uncertainty clings to you like damp earth after a storm. You expected clarity, but instead, there's a haunting echo of disconnection, as if you're watching life unfold from a distance. The laughter of friends feels muffled, and even your own reflection seems foreign. Carl Jung understood this struggle deeply, the dance between light and shadow. So, what if this feeling of being adrift is not a sign of failure, but a whisper from the depths of your being? What if it's an invitation to explore the uncharted paths within? Each step was a performance, carefully crafted to meet the demands of a world that seemed to hold the answers. But now, as you stand at the edge of this vast, shadowy forest, the path ahead feels obscured, and the familiar landmarks have disappeared. What if this numbness, this confusion, is not a sign of failure, but an invitation? An invitation to shed the layers of who you thought you should be. You've been raised in a culture that glorifies the hustle, that praises relentless ambition, yet here you are, feeling like a ghost in your own life. The laughter of friends drifts away like whispers in the wind, and your reflection stares back at you with eyes that seem to belong to someone else. Carl Jung spoke of the persona, that mask we wear to navigate the world. But what happens when that mask begins to crack? When the self you've constructed to fit in, to be accepted, suddenly feels suffocating. It's not brokenness you're experiencing, it's the collapse of an old identity. The numbness doesn't mean you're malfunctioning. It signals that something deeper is stirring within you. Consider this: the old ways of being, the relentless chase for meaning, the need for external validation, all these patterns are dying. And in this liminal space, you're being emptied, not for the sake of despair, but for the promise of something new. It's the quiet before the storm, the stillness before the awakening. You're not alone in this struggle. Many walk this path, feeling the weight of their own shadows. Imagine the phoenix rising from the ashes. It doesn't simply spring to life without first burning away what no longer serves it. The numbness you feel is the ashes of your old self, the remnants of a life that brought you here, to this pivotal moment of transformation. The echo of your past still lingers, but it's fading, making way for a deeper understanding of who you truly are. So, what if this confusion, this emptiness, is necessary passage? What if it's a sign that the facade is crumbling and the real journey begins now? You're entering a space where the illusions that once defined you can no longer hold. This is not a failure, but a profound metamorphosis. Awakening doesn't come wrapped in joy, it often arrives cloaked in uncertainty. It's a process of death before rebirth, a shedding of the skins that no longer fit. The discomfort you feel is the growing pains of an inner transformation, a sign that you are being called to dive deeper, to explore the uncharted territories of your soul. As you navigate this darkness, remember, you are not lost. You are in the midst of becoming. Embrace this confusion, for it is the precursor to clarity, the necessary chaos before the dawn of a new self. You are not malfunctioning, you are awakening. Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the journey toward wholeness, where we bravely confront the shadow, the hidden parts of ourselves, cloaked in darkness. As you navigate this inner wilderness, remember that each shadow holds a fragment of your truth, a piece of your soul waiting to be reclaimed. The discomfort you feel is not a signal of defeat, but a symphony of awakening. It's the echo of the old self breaking apart, paving the way for the new. Just as a caterpillar dissolves into the primordial soup before emerging as a butterfly, you too are undergoing a profound transformation. This isn't merely an ending, it's a metamorphosis. The cocoon you find yourself in is not a prison, It's a sacred space of potential. Here, the ego's funeral is taking place, and from its ashes, the self begins to rise. In this darkness, there is an alchemical process at work, turning lead into gold, confusion into clarity. Take a moment to breathe into this realization. This pain you feel, it might not be the end. It might be the door leading you to deeper understanding. The chaos swirling around you is an invitation to remember who you truly are, beyond the masks and roles you've played. It's a call to explore the depths of your being, to sift through the layers of expectation and fear that have clouded your vision. Jung believed in the wisdom of the unconscious, a reservoir of ancient knowledge that speaks through symbols and dreams. In the heart of your turmoil, there lies a guiding light, like the hermit in the cave, seeking solace and insight. Embrace this solitude, for it is in the quiet spaces that the whispers of your true self begin to resonate. You are not alone in this journey. Many have walked this path, feeling the weight of uncertainty pressing down like a thick fog. Yet, in that fog, there is a promise of dawn. The dawn that follows every night, the rebirth that accompanies every death. This period of hibernation is a sacred pause, a time to reflect and gather strength for the journey ahead. As you stand at this threshold, allow yourself to feel the depth of your emotions. Let them wash over you like waves, reminding you that every feeling is a part of the tapestry of your existence. Each thread, woven together, forms the intricate pattern of your life. Know that the journey toward integration is not a straight path but a winding road filled with twists and turns. It's okay to feel disoriented. It's part of the process of becoming whole. As you move forward, carry with you the understanding that every step taken in this darkness is a step toward the light. This is your sacred initiation, the moment where you transform confusion into awareness, and in that awareness, you will find the seeds of clarity taking root. Embrace this journey. You are becoming. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, that repressed part of ourselves, the traits, traumas, and truths we've cast into darkness, often in a desperate bid for survival. It's the aspect of your psyche that you've hidden away, the emotions you've deemed unacceptable or too painful to hold. This shadow is not just an absence, it is a presence, a collection of unacknowledged feelings and fragmented truths that shape your experience. This emotional numbness you feel isn't the absence of emotion. It's too much emotion, locked behind a wall you built to protect yourself. Perhaps you've buried your fire to survive, and now you've forgotten where you placed it. Those feelings of self-sabotage, chronic fatigue, and shame echo the depths of this inner conflict. They whisper tales of a spirit once vibrant, now dulled by fear of success, fear of failure, and a disconnection from the very desires that once ignited your passion. As you navigate this darkness, recognize it for what it is. This isn't just fog. It's memory trying to return through the cracks of your carefully managed life. It's the longing for what was lost, the grief for the self you've suppressed, the dreams you've set aside. The shadow embodies all the parts of you that have been silenced, the hopes that have faded into the background, and the truths that remain unspoken. Confronting this shadow is not an act of aggression, it's an act of profound compassion towards yourself. Jung taught that the journey of individuation requires us to embrace these hidden aspects of our being. It's a dance between light and dark, a recognition that to know ourselves fully, we must venture into the wilderness of our inner world. As you stand at this threshold, feel the weight of your disconnection transform into a call for integration. The chaos you experience is not a sign of failure, it's an invitation to remember the parts of you that have been lost. Embrace the uncertainty, for it is in this very space that your true self begins to emerge. Each flicker of discomfort is a whisper, reminding you that there is more beneath the surface. This is a moment for recognition, a chance to welcome back those parts of you that have been cast aside. You are not broken, you are becoming whole. So take a deep breath and allow this revelation to settle within you. You are not alone in this journey. Many have walked this path, each step leading towards clarity and understanding. The shadow, once a source of conflict, can become a powerful ally in your quest for self-discovery. As you prepare to delve deeper into this inner split, hold the knowledge that recognition is the first step toward healing. What lies ahead is a journey of embracing the entirety of your being, illuminating the shadows, and reclaiming your light. Now that the shadow has been named, something deeper is revealed, a war inside you. You stand at the precipice of transformation, caught in a split reality. Your ego clings to the old rules of survival, success, and identity. Desperately trying to maintain control, it remembers the paths you've walked, the performances you've mastered, and the masks you've worn. Yet, amidst this familiar landscape, there's a whisper of the self, urging you toward new truths that feel unclear yet undeniable. These two parts of you are now in conflict, neither fully in control, both vying for your attention. You want to move forward, but something holds you back. Your body is here, but your soul is somewhere else, wandering in a realm of possibilities. You long for silence, yet feel anxious in stillness, as if the quiet stirs a tempest within. Carl Jung spoke of this tension between the persona, the mask we present to the world, and the self, the core of who we are. This crisis, this inner turmoil, is a crucial part of the individuation process. You are not broken, you are simply divided, navigating the painful yet necessary journey of becoming whole again. Nietzsche's philosophy echoes here as well, capturing the struggle between the Apollonian and Dionysian aspects of our nature, the rational versus the primal, the structured versus the chaotic. This abyss of authenticity lays bare the conflict that arises when we confront our true selves. Then there's Gabor Mate, who invites us to see the true self overshadowed by the adapted self created in trauma. In this moment of awakening, the emotional cost of this split becomes starkly clear. You may feel exhaustion, as if you are being pulled in two directions, torn between who you were and who you are becoming. Self-doubt creeps in, whispering, "Which part is really me?" Shame may wash over you as you regress into old behaviors, seeking comfort from a past that no longer serves you. And there's grief, a mourning for the version of yourself that's fading, the one that once felt safe within the confines of familiarity. But let's pause here and validate this split as necessary and sacred. This is not dysfunction, it is the breaking of an inner shell, the painful but vital emergence into your true essence. You are not failing, you are mid-transformation, caught in the throes of a profound metamorphosis. Recognize that this tension, though painful, is the doorway to alignment. It is a bridge that leads you to integration, where both the ego and the self can find harmony. Embrace the discomfort, for it is a call to action, an invitation to explore the depths of your being. Understand that this inner war is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your courage. You are worthy of this journey, and every fragment of your soul is deserving of reclamation. As you navigate this turbulent landscape, know that you are not alone. Many have walked this path before you, and what lies ahead is not an end but a new beginning, an opportunity to weave together the threads of your past and present into a tapestry of wholeness. In this sacred space of fragmentation, the ego and the self begin a dialogue, not a battle, as Carl Jung envisioned in his explorations of individuation. For Jung, the journey of bringing the unconscious into conscious awareness is a vital process. It's about shedding light on those shadowy fragments of your being that have long been hidden. Gabor Mate reminds us that beneath the layers of adaptation lies the true self, yearning to emerge. In the words of Nietzsche, embracing the full spectrum of our humanity, light and shadow is the path to power, a reminder that both are essential to your growth. As you navigate this inner chaos, take a moment to reframe your symptoms. Confusion becomes a sign of inner reorganization, a sign that your psyche is rearranging itself to form a clearer picture. Apathy is simply the emergence of a new set of values, values that resonate more genuinely with your evolving self. Guilt, it's a signal from your soul, a gentle nudge about the roles you've outgrown. And that emptiness you feel, it's the fertile ground where your truth will blossom. You are not lost. You are composting old selves into fertile soul. This is psychological alchemy, where pain transforms into presence, and every uncomfortable feeling becomes an opportunity for growth. No transformation happens in comfort. Growth often wears the mask of grief, a bittersweet reminder that the journey inward can feel like falling apart. But in truth, it's a deeper form of coming together, an organic growth that takes time and patience. As you allow the soul to reorganize you, remember that this process is slow and non-linear. It's not about rushing to resolve the pain, but about embracing it as part of your sacred journey. Feel the weight of your confusion, your apathy, your guilt, and your emptiness. Each sensation is a vital thread in the tapestry of your healing, guiding you toward integration. In this moment of reflection, prepare yourself for the emergence of new values, clarity, and alignment. The path ahead may not always be clear, but it is filled with potential. Embrace this alchemical process. Trust that what feels chaotic now is simply the beginning of a profound transformation. You are in the midst of a sacred dance of becoming, where every step is a testament to your courage and resilience. Allow yourself to be present in this unfolding, for the integration of your fragmented self is the next essential phase of your journey. The life you were chasing doesn't fit anymore. That's not a failure, it's an invitation to redefine who you are from the inside out. In this transformative process, identity shifts from being ego-built based on roles, achievements, and the approval of others to being soul-built, grounded in resonance, presence, and alignment. This new identity is fluid, authentic, and intuitive. Imagine designing a home for your soul rather than putting on a costume for your persona. Instead of wearing masks to fit in, you're learning to become transparent, revealing your true self to the world. As you journey through this redefinition, you may find that what once fueled you no longer holds the same power. Now, you're fed by what feels true to your essence. This means saying no to relationships that demand performance. It means leaving jobs that contradict your core values. You might find yourself creating, resting, or serving not to prove your worth, but to express your authenticity. Consider how this aligns with the insights of Carl Jung, who spoke of individuation as the process of becoming the self. It's about integrating the various parts of who you are into a cohesive whole, allowing your true essence to emerge. Gabor Mate emphasizes returning to authenticity, shedding the layers of expectation that others have placed upon you. Friedrich Nietzsche encourages self-creation, teaching us that we have the power to overcome limiting beliefs and redefine our existence. In practical terms, this shift may manifest in your life as a desire to explore new hobbies, environments, or conversations without feeling the need to justify them. You may find yourself drawn to creative pursuits that resonate with your soul, engaging in activities that ignite your passion rather than those that merely fulfill obligations. This is a profound change, a movement from obligation to desire, from fear of judgment to the freedom of self-expression. This is what real freedom looks like, not chaos, but conscious creation. You're not reinventing yourself, you're revealing yourself. This revelation is deeply empowering, allowing you to embrace your complexity and imperfections. It's a reminder that rebuilding your identity is not a linear path. It's a process filled with twists, turns, and moments of uncertainty, but it is also filled with liberation. As you navigate this exciting chapter, remember that you're not alone. Many have walked this path, and their journeys echo the wisdom of those who came before. You're stepping into a world of possibilities, where your new self begins to connect with the world again. This connection may emerge through purpose, service, or creative expression, allowing you to share your light and truth with others. So, as you prepare for the next step, hold on to the vision of this redefined self. Allow it to guide you as you engage with the world anew, seeing with fresh eyes, and embracing the journey ahead with courage and grace. Your transformation is just beginning, and the possibilities are endless. Now that you've stopped performing and started listening, the world feels different. Or rather, you relate to it differently. You're not returning to the old world. You're bringing something new into it. This isn't about going back, it's about going forward, but in alignment with your true self. Engagement with the world post-awakening is slower, but deeper. You find yourself more selective in your interactions, yet those connections are more honest. It's no longer about proving your worth. It's about participating in life as your authentic self. Carl Jung's wisdom whispers that the self now interacts with the collective. This is the archetypal return of the hero, where you bring the wisdom gained from your journey back to the tribe. The boar mate reminds us that authenticity becomes the very foundation of your relationships. Friedrich Nietzsche paints life as a canvas for self-expression, not submission, allowing you to create without asking for permission. You may notice small yet profound shifts. You speak more truthfully, even if your voice trembles. You walk away from roles and obligations that no longer honor you, feeling the peace that comes from simplicity, no longer hungry for applause or external validation. In this new space, you respond to life with presence instead of merely reacting. Your life transforms into a work of art, no longer an argument for worthiness. You've stopped asking, "What do they think of me?" and started asking, "What wants to move through me?" As you engage with the world, you begin to attract those who resonate with your truth. The connections you form are grounded in mutual understanding and respect, allowing for deeper intimacy. You gently let go of those who needed your performance to feel secure, creating space for relationships that honor your essence. You lead by living, not by persuading. Your presence becomes a beacon of authenticity that invites others to step into their truth. You understand that your truth is medicine, but only if you share it. As you embrace this sacred expression, you find that healing becomes transmission, spreading through your interactions and inspiring others to embark on their own journeys. This is where your empowered reintegration sets the stage for something even deeper. As you step into this symbolic life, you begin to notice the synchronicities that guide you. The universe responds to your new frequency, revealing paths illuminated by purpose. Your journey is not just a personal narrative, it becomes part of a larger tapestry, woven with the threads of shared experiences and collective healing. The inner guidance you cultivate now flows outward, connecting you with others in profound ways. As you prepare for this next chapter, remember that the sacred expression of your being is a call to participate fully in the world around you. Embrace the light you carry within, knowing that it has the power to inspire and transform. The possibilities stretch before you, inviting you to engage with life in ways that reflect the true essence of who you are. This is the realm of the symbolic life, a profound shift in perception that Carl Jung described as a psychological state where reality is no longer merely literal, but rich with metaphor, archetype, and synchronicity. It's not superstition, rather. It is a deep form of psychological and spiritual intelligence, revealing layers of meaning that were once obscured by the noise of everyday existence. In this new landscape, you may find that dreams bring forth emotional insights, unveiling truths that the waking mind struggles to grasp. Perhaps you notice recurring symbols or numbers that resonate with internal shifts, echoing the rhythms of your soul. Gut feelings emerge, guiding you toward decisions that feel right, even when they defy logic. Nature begins to speak to you, its beauty and intricacies reflecting the harmony within your own being. These experiences invite you to cultivate stillness, to trust in yourself, and to embrace the space of not knowing, allowing your deeper self to emerge beyond the confines of the ego. Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This privilege unfolds as you embark on the journey of the symbolic life, where the unconscious transforms into a creative partner. No longer trapped in the confines of spreadsheets and data, you engage in a dialogue with life through symbols. You stop asking for signs and begin to see them everywhere, each moment pulsating with significance. You no longer interpret events through the narrow lens of logic. Instead, you feel their shape, their pattern, their pull, as if the universe is weaving a tapestry of meaning just for you. Life ceases to be a problem to solve and evolves into a poem to translate. This shift is not passive, it is participatory. The symbolic life beckons you to co-create, to respond not perfectly, but truthfully. Each symbol resonates with a deeper truth, inviting you to explore its essence and reflect on its meaning in your life. You become attuned to the mystery and nuance woven into the fabric of existence, recognizing that the journey is as significant as the destination. As you navigate this symbolic landscape, you realize that this is a natural progression after individuation. It is here that the unconscious becomes a wellspring of creativity, guiding you with insights that stir your soul. The wisdom of Gabor Mate and Nietzsche echoes in your thoughts, reminding you of the importance of trauma integration and purpose. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving, drawing inspiration from the depths of your being. As you prepare for the next step, you sense the call toward contribution and legacy. The symbolic life urges you to take all you've lived and share it creatively, truthfully, publicly, or privately, but always consciously. You stand at the threshold, ready to express your essence in a world that craves authenticity. Embrace this transition, for it is a sacred invitation to illuminate the path for others, to inspire them to embark on their own journeys of discovery. In this act of sharing, you weave your narrative into the greater tapestry of existence, leaving a legacy that resonates with truth and beauty. Now your deepest truth is ready to be shared, not as performance, but as presence. True contribution isn't about perfection or applause, it's about showing up fully, imperfectly, and consistently. As you step into this new light, consider the myriad ways your authentic self can manifest in the world. Creative projects that reflect your soul's voice are waiting to be birthed. Whether it's writing, painting, or any form of artistic expression, allow your creativity to flow. Healing and helping others through your lived experiences can create powerful connections. Teaching, mentoring, or simply holding space for those around you can foster community and understanding. Even the everyday acts of kindness and integrity in your relationships and work contribute to a legacy of compassion and authenticity. Carl Jung's philosophy of individuation serves as a guiding star on this path. He teaches us that becoming whole is not just a personal journey, it's also a service to the collective. As you integrate your experiences, you become a bridge between your inner world and the outer one. This journey is echoed in the wisdom of Gabor Mate, who emphasizes the importance of compassionate presence and authenticity in our communities. Nietzsche calls us to embrace life as a creative act of becoming, urging us to craft our existence with intention and passion. Yet, it's natural to feel fear creeping in. Fear of judgment, rejection, or not being enough can weigh heavily on your heart. Resistance to vulnerability may tempt you to retreat into comfort zones. Acknowledge these feelings without allowing them to define you. Instead, Let them propel you toward deeper authenticity. Your unique story, your lessons, and your gifts are needed now more than ever. When you step into your truth, you light a path others can follow. Remember, legacy isn't about grandeur, it's about the ripples your presence creates. Each small act of kindness, each moment of generosity, and each instance of authenticity contributes to a larger tapestry of connection. This isn't a finish line, it's a new beginning. As you continue on this journey, keep growing, keep expressing, and keep serving from the fullness of your awakened self. Embrace the ongoing evolution of your spirit. Each day offers a new canvas, a fresh opportunity to paint your life as a work of art infused with meaning and purpose. Invite others into your journey, share your insights, and nurture the relationships that nourish your soul. Engage wholeheartedly with your community, for together you can weave a legacy that resonates with truth and beauty. Take a moment to breathe deeply, feel the pulse of life around you, and step forward with courage and love. Your story is just beginning, and the world is ready to receive all that you have to offer.